Welcome to another episode of the Four Corners Podcast. I'm Colin.
I'm Steven.
I'm Zach.
Scott.
We just got done with the Raw Deal World Championships. We just came back from Gen Con. Congrats, champ.
Thank you.
So we're just going to discuss Gen Con real quick, go through some of that stuff and what we had fun doing that week, and then we'll go into SummerSlam. And the preview for that, we're going to try and keep it under an hour. I can't promise it's going to stay under an hour, but we'll try to. So, who wants to start? I don't care.
Now let the champ go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go, champ!
Well, after 11 long, hard-fought years of failing miserably, I finally got the World Championship. Going through two of the very best that's ever played in the game, and John and Mitch. It wasn't easy.
Looking for that metal belt. Give me your fucking ring. Okay.
No, I don't have it hung up yet because I don't have any...
Could at least throw it on the
Friends.
podcast.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do it for... When we have all of them up, like that'll be the...
Oh,
Dude, okay, wait, when yours are up or when all of ours are up?
Jesus Christ.
Probably when you get your stuff in here,
You're
so...
screwed.
Well, yeah, we'll have nothing but decoration back here. No, but it was good to finally win it, and I put a lot of effort into this game over the course of well over a decade, and it was just the big payoff to learning and just going through the growing pains of this game. It's not an easy game to win a world championship in. There is a lot you have to overcome, and after 11 years, it was finally good to put a championship in Castle Comics and Cards, our home store, after all these years. So I'm very grateful and honored to have finally won the championship. I did have a guest appearance this week on the Backlash podcast. I don't know if they've got that episode up yet or not, but great group of guys, Eric and Scott, that run the Backlash podcast. You can follow them on Twitter at Backlash Podcast. Like I said, great group of guys. I really enjoyed my time with them. So other than that, it was really nice to go around the dealer's room for once and actually see what's all in there.
Told you.
And there's a lot of stuff we got to go see.
Told you.
We didn't spend nearly the amount of money we thought we were going to spend. I spent like $600.
Yeah, I spent like maybe I spent like $400 on pops, and then most of the rest of it wasn't.
I'm going to say that's the most disappointing thing at Gen Con this year. The pop selection was not as good as last year.
Yeah.
I would
got
agree.
what I wanted.
They had a lot of high-end ones, but
Yeah.
not a lot of the
Mid-range.
commons or uncommon ones. Like they went for the big dick price tag on,
Almost all of them.
I think.
and then due to a late night fucking pool game, we
That
got
was fun. That was fun.
we got fucking hosed into buying these two yahoos.
Hose, you decided to!
I didn't want to take the bet. You guys all.
No,
took the bet.
You opened your
The
mouth!
bet was good until Colin made a whoopsie and
Okay, hold on. First off, fuck
I didn't lose the games, alright?
you obviously weren't gonna win the games either. I carried that fucking team.
You carried us to a loss, thank you.
You know what? If we'd have let you carry the team, we'd have never scored a fucking ball into a hole. You didn't
Well, the
know how to
problem
play.
was you were scoring the wrong ones.
Fuck you, dude! I had to teach you how to hold a goddamn pool cue. You were sitting there like, I don't know how to hold it. There were 3 people who knew how to play pool, and then fucking Scott, and I got stuck with him on my fucking team. I had to
He
carry
drafted
the.
you!
Yeah,
Yeah, I picked you as my partner.
yeah. I wish I had a redo. This is horse shit.
Hey, so now
I got
hey,
fucking hosed.
Hey, so now you know how every player being drafted by the Cleveland Browns feels.
Oh, fuck you. No, but the weekend started off amazing. Again, thank you for allowing us to come over, and your dad who made a fantastic meal.
God, that was amazing.
Great spread. God, there was salad. We each got a full rack of barbecued ribs to ourselves. Baked potato, your amazing fucking pasta salad. God, what do we have for dessert? What was that?
We didn't have dessert because
We
we all
didn't
got
have
fat
dessert.
and
We
we
got
fell
full.
asleep.
Oh, that's right, yeah. And we didn't really even sleep. Like the first night, we had like 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah,
I wonder
this
who.
jackass.
No. You woke everybody up except for Steven. Steven actually slept pretty well until we woke him up.
I woke up. I looked over. Zach's awake on the couch. Zach's like, I can't sleep.
I wonder why.
And then Colin, you woke up.
That was the worst wake up I've
That was the
probably
funniest thing I've ever seen.
ever. You know, it's not funny.
He almost fell through the fucking wall.
It's not funny
It was funny.
because I was in pain.
Funny.
It was not funny. I had like massive calf cramps in both calves. and it was impossible to actually put my feet down. So I was just.
He's literally going like this. He's like, I can't fucking walk.
It's what I look like. Because I was like, it was like 3 in the morning. I was half asleep. I was in pain. I didn't have my glasses on, so I'm just stumbling to try and find something to like
Steady yourself.
steady myself. It was fucking horrible, dude. Oh my god, it was the worst.
And then
And I never fell asleep.
and then Zach looked at us like, you guys want to go play pool?
Yeah, but it was like 3 in the morning. And we're like, well, I guess we might as well play fucking pool because we're not going to sleep.
We played pool for like what, 5 hours?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
played pool until we left at like 6
And
in
then
the morning.
Squee woke up and joined us for some more games, and then
Yeah, we had a fun time.
that was a fantastic time.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to next year.
yeah. It was above my expectations. I thought it was.
I will say, like,
I will say
this is the first time that we all went as a group, like,
Yeah.
just us 4 guys.
Yeah.
And, like, I think, I mean, at least me, like, I had a great time.
I had a fantastic
Oh
time.
yeah.
You know, I mean, it was good to sleep in a hotel. We each got a bed. It was really nice to be able to do that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You know, getting up, having breakfast, whether it be at Hardee's or at the hotel. You know, just being able to relax as well. We already had parking spots, so we knew we were good on parking. I mean, the only day we really needed to rush was Saturday, really.
Yeah.
And that was for the Worlds. But
And even then, it kind of felt really good to just have a smooth transaction for once. There was no
Yeah.
outside distraction for once,
Thank
Yeah.
God.
which is apparently all I needed to win a fucking championship was
Yeah.
cut the dead weight.
Yeah, cut the dead weight. Yeah,
But
see, I had fun. I'm not a big mass people person, so once I got back from Gen Con, it was really nice to be. I spent like 3. I don't think I saw a human being for 3 days after Gen Con. Like I got home Sunday night and I played
Introvert.
pretty much. I mean, I played softball Monday and Tuesday, but outside of that, I never left my fucking apartment. Like, I didn't do anything. I stayed as far away from humans as possible. It was fun, but it was very mentally draining to have that many people around for that long of a
We
time.
forgot our victory meal.
Oh god. Oh.
No, we didn't forget. We just ain't got there yet.
Wait,
No.
we'll get there. So, okay, so
So nice.
price tags
I don't give a shit.
go around. What was the
So-
price tag?
We went to go celebrate our group, our store finally winning the world championship. And we were originally going to go to St. Elmo's.
3 hour wait ain't worth it though.
We lost Zach.
We lost that for 45 minutes because somebody didn't bring their phone.
I
to
forgot my
Gen Con.
phone at the hotel.
It's okay.
It- So here's what happened. Alright, so the 4 of us get to the parking garage,
3 of us have a phone.
and 3 of us, except for Zach, have a phone. So me, Scott, and Steven are like, let's just walk down the stairs, and Zach says, fuck you guys, I'm going down to the elevator. And then he went down the elevator, and we walked about halfway there, and we went, oh yeah, that's right, Zach has no idea where we're going, and he has no phone. So now we gotta walk around the fucking mall trying to find Zach.
So as they're out and about, I go over to the mall, walk across the street, go up the escalator, which is not working. The up escalator is not working.
Because we're in communist fucking Russia.
And right, and so I walk up to the top. I'm like, I don't know. They might not. They might have just walked over to St. Elmo's. I'll see if they're there. So I went back down.
What did I fucking say?
Went down the block about
suggestion.
50 feet. Looked at the menu. I was like, okay, they're not.
my suggestion. Shut up.
So they're not there. And then I turn around, go back up, walk up the goddamn
Communist Russia steps.
Right. And I'm like, well, where would they be? I was like, I have an idea. Steven's probably going to be at Aeropostale. So I'm like, I got to find it.
I need jeans.
I wasn't sure exactly where it was. So I'm walking, and as I get to the very end of the mall, I see Steven and Scott coming down the
Escalator.
The escalator.
That
right?
worked.
That one worked.
Yeah, which worked. I'm like, I just started waving.
Do you know where this fucker thought you were at?
I thought you were at the phone.
I told you.
I'm a good friend. I'm good. I didn't
Fuck
say
you.
this. This motherfucker's like, we should check the food court.
What? He was hungry.
I was hungry.
See, fuck you.
See, Steven said food court. I said he probably went to St. Elmo's. So I was going to go down to St. Elmo's. About the
St.
time
Barbara.
I left to go to St. Elmo's, they found you. So I made it to St. Elmo's just in time for them to go, hey, by the way, eat with us. So then I had to walk up communist fucking Russia steps to get to you guys. I was pissed.
Yeah.
So
Oh, God, it was awful.
We decided on Ruth's Chris Steakhouse.
Oh.
It was fantastic.
So we get in there. We're not allowed to have hats on, which I'll get to that in a minute. Again, nothing against the restaurant. If you're ever in Indianapolis, I highly recommend Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. Phenomenal.
Such an amazing steak. Sorry.
So we all get it. We thought we would have a wait.
Yeah.
We didn't have a wait. We
No
were
wait.
seated immediately. So they got us a very nice private table.
Because they wanted to keep us away from the good guests. They put us fucking uncultured swine at our own table. I'm shocked they didn't pull the fucking blinds back and just they didn't want us anywhere near their good patrons.
There's a time clock on the fucking time we're allowed to eat.
Yeah, you have an hour, then you need to get the fuck out.
So we're sitting there, we're looking at the menu, and we knew it wasn't going to be cheap. It's a very great establishment with a dress code. So
Which we didn't follow.
no, but when you got the world championship, fuck them. So we look at them, and then they ask us like, I've never been to a restaurant where I have choices on water.
Yeah.
That was the greatest fucking moment of my life.
I've had choices on the size of my drink,
Yeah.
like if I wanted to biggie size it. But so we all went with water, and then they bring us out like 2 loaves of fucking bread.
Oh my
Which is
god.
amazing.
I paid $20 for 4 pieces of shrimp.
$5 a shrimp, ladies and gentlemen.
I then paid
Hey, wait, hang on. Was it good shrimp though?
the best.
See, you found out it was wasabi.
That fucked me up. Well, no, because like, I got the shrimp and I took this big old fucking dip through the sauce, which I thought was just plain old cocktail sauce. No problem.
It was not.
No, there's a fucking time bomb underneath the sauce, and I had a big old fucking scoop, and I bit in it, I couldn't fucking breathe. The water wasn't going to help. My sparkling water was not going to help.
Sparkling water is the worst thing.
I had to chew through that fucking loaf of bread so I could have the ability to breathe. So I ate the rest of the shrimp without the fucking death wasabi. $68 on my steak. My bill came to $100. I got a 24-ounce T-bone. I believe you won, right?
No.
He won.
Okay.
He
Exactly.
won
So, cheapskate here. Go and tell him your bill.
$58.
Unfucking believable.
On chicken, nonetheless.
I got stuffed chicken breast.
Mhm.
I can't remember what all was in it, but it was really fucking
Just the nectar of
Blue
the
cheese.
gods were.
good. It was
into that.
fucking delicious.
Oh, blue cheese is amazing.
It was
Oh, yeah.
$48 total, and then I gave them like a $10 tip because they did a fucking good job. So,
They had great service.
but
Very
we had we had a waiter and a waitress. We had 2.
And then the 2 owners of the restaurant stopped by our table as well.
I felt fucking so fantastic. Like,
But my quick bitch about it is we couldn't wear hats, but this fucker comes in dressed like Professor Snape from Harry Potter, full fucking garb. I guess it's because we weren't level 5 wizards, we couldn't keep the fucking hats on.
we haven't passed year 2 yet.
I was so pissed we had to take our hats off, yet fucking Dumbledore and Snape come trouncing through the fucking restaurant with a staff. He had a fucking staff.
He did. He had a fucking staff.
But that was my only complaint. Other than that, fucking loved it.
I felt so out of place.
Oh yeah.
For the first time in my life, I felt legitimately like I did not belong there. And I knew it when they announced what type of water we could have. Because they went, we have spring water and sparkling water, or you can have regular water. And I went, there's more than one type of water? I didn't know this. And I was just so confused. I'm like, I'll just have the, because I've had sparkling water before and it's fucking horrifying. It's like,
Imagine the markup on that.
it's basically like the carbonation in soda and pop minus the flavor. And it's just like, it tastes fucking awful. So I just had regular water and they were wheeling out wines and spirits and alcohols and we're like, dude, we're just going to have pop and tea, man. Put that shit away.
You're gonna get
That's above us.
You're gonna get a $10 tip or higher, we promise.
Yeah.
What about you there, buddy? What was the damage?
Mine was, I think, like 80, 85. Because I got like the New York strip, and which is fucking amazing. God, all the steaks like came like served on this like 500-degree plate, so even when it got off the grill, it was already hot again.
We had to shield ourselves, remember?
Yeah, because we had to shield. Yeah, we had to put up our napkins, because.
Well, some of us that were using our napkins, other fucking peasants, still weren't using them, Scott.
But I got a big baked potato, like with only butter, and of course like some of the bread. But it was about $85, and probably the best steak I've ever had in my life.
All right, big man.
Fuck.
And penny bags.
This motherfucker.
Big dick wallet over here.
He got comments from my family on his post about how much he fucking spent.
It was worth every fucking penny, though. I will preference that early. Mine was $112.
No tip yet.
No tip yet.
No
So
tip.
mine total was like $122.12. So I had a big like 26-ounce. What was it, like a
Ribeye. I believe.
ribeye, cowboy ribeye.
Yep.
Yep.
So that was fucking fantastic. Like the bone probably weighed 10 ounces. So I ate that. I had an appetizer of lobster voodoo, which oh my god, was fucking fantastic.
That was not hidden with death sauce.
Oh no, it had some pop to the back end of it. It was pretty good. I had a salad, and I think we were the only three that had salads.
Oh yeah, I had
I
a
don't-
Caesar salad.
Yeah, because I don't eat salads, so.
Yeah.
Which was like that was $10, and then had a side of corn. It was meh. It was okay. I would have been better with mashed potatoes, but meh. But I spent $112, and it was worth every penny. I'd do it again in a heartbeat.
We're gonna do it again next year.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
I think
Oh, sorry.
probably the most disappointing one was Hard Rock. As far as it
Yeah.
goes. I loved Hard Rock, but the
The
Dr.
waitress.
Pepper I had was fucking like flat or whatever, and it was
The
disgusting.
weird part was like
Our waitress was weird.
she was nice though.
She was nice though. I didn't have a problem.
I'd
with
have a problem with the waitress. Like the little
The-
cute number would have been nice,
it.
but
The waitress at
we got the
Roos-
Willie Nelson lookalike.
Yeah, the waitress at Roos was fucking.
Awesome.
Whew,
Glorious.
heart flutters.
She was gorgeous. She was nice. She was a nice lady.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, Hard Rock was also rough because Zach was fighting an upset stomach at the time, so he really wasn't wanting to eat.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think I ate anything until Saturday.
Yeah, you were fighting this time, but
You were downing Pepto to not vomit.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
It was.
Well, not to vomit, to shore up the back end, if you will.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah.
But overall, amazing 4 days.
Yeah.
Well, 5 because you count the time at Zach's.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Loved every minute of it. I thought we were going to get pulled over by the cops. Remember when you and I were driving to Gen Con? Because we took 2 different cars. You and I rode together.
Oh, that's
and
why me and Zach don't fucking remember this.
What?
Remember, the cop was behind us and you pulled off.
Oh yeah.
No, we had the same problem with that same cop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He started
Junior was.
following, yeah.
You were going a little high, and then.
Well, no surprise.
But he was off duty.
Well, and
Chief over here drives like 20 miles over the speed limit. He drives like 10 miles below the speed limit.
I'm not gonna lie, we were talking so much shit. We thought we were gonna beat you to the hotel for like a half hour.
Yeah, and then you got lost.
Then we got not lost. Steven made a
Take-
wrong turn on
Yeah.
his.
They
on the
they
shoulder.
didn't let us into the lane, so I had to literally get off on one exit and get back on, and that was the best decision I ever made.
I think it's funny that we were worried about Zach getting lost and missing exits, and Zach ended up being just fine.
It's okay, Steve. Mistakes were made.
Yeah. At least you didn't drive to the, all the way around Indy.
That was 2 years ago.
No,
But-
last year. Because I've
that
only
was
been,
last year.
The precursor to all
I've only
this
been once.
was the Kokomo Pop Store. That we had.
I was disappointed in that, to be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah, I did find the Halo
Master
Master Chief camo, which was really nice. But outside of that, I looked around and I didn't find as much as I
I
thought
thought
I
you
was
got
gonna
the, I
find.
thought you got the white one in it.
That's
Cool.
it's the active camo one. That's what
Oh, okay.
that's
sorry.
why that's why it's like a clear white.
Love it.
Because I have actually 2.
I mean, I've gone there many times, but
Yeah,
I also know that like we were all wanting to see what was at Gen Con and not just focus on Kokomo. But I knew that these two hadn't been there ever.
Yeah.
So we met Zach halfway. Well, not halfway, but we met Zach there, and then proceeded to shop around there for at least probably about an hour.
Yeah, it was
Probably.
not
But we did make some nice friends there. Jerry from Pescafex
Yes.
Yeah.
Phenomenal
yeah,
artwork.
can't
You
wait.
will see his artwork eventually.
Yes.
Once we get
Adorning the
everything.
walls.
Yeah, there won't be any white on the walls anymore. It's going to be all art.
Yeah.
Jerry's actually, I just kind of want to say something about him. Jerry's actually somebody Zach and I have actually known for about 3 or 4 years now. We bought his artwork. It's beautifully done on metal. If you actually have a chance, he has a Facebook.
He has a website too, doesn't he?
He does have a website. Go there, check it out. He's got Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You know, if you're looking for a great artwork on metal and in general, I know we bought a lot from, you know, a couple different ones, but Jerry's a guy who we've known for at least 3 or 4 years. He's actually getting ready, he does commissions on some stuff. He's getting ready to do a commission for myself.
And me.
And Zach, he's doing the Oscar mask for you.
I'm not sure how it's
He's
gonna
gonna
turn out,
do-
but yeah.
He's gonna do a Blanca one for myself as well. I kind of got him his first one, and you got a whole Eevee thing last year, didn't you?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
$350, I think.
Yeah,
And then you guys.
It was 8 pieces for the evolutions, and then Eevee was a big 4 piece.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you guys all surprised me with the
That was
championship belt
Yep.
Yeah.
one, which was very much appreciated.
This is a funny story. So I got the same piece, and I was looking through it, and nobody bought it because Jerry was telling me, he's like, hey, this piece didn't go over very well when they had like Kevin Nash and a bunch of people for it. Well, I looked at Scott's number on the back, and it was number 1. Well, I bought mine before Scott, and I had number 2. So he
So I have the number 1.
Yes,
you have the
had
first
very
one.
first one, yeah.
and I had and I bought mine before you, but I got number 2.
I like to.
Are you getting coin?
No, no,
Oh, okay.
I like to clarify something. He shit on me about how little I spent on dinner, but I hold the record again for the 2nd straight year for the most expensive fucking pop bot.
Yep.
That's true.
Yeah.
I dropped $200 twice on pops.
I only dropped 120 on one.
Yep. And last
I
year
didn't
dropped
drop that
120.
much. I think I dropped maybe $80 total on 4.
But there will be a party that we attend next year that we cannot discuss on the podcast, but we will be attending the Saturday night party when
Oh,
Oh shit! Yeah, because
Yeah.
we didn't have time to do it. I remember.
we're going to make time next year.
Because
yes, we will.
hopefully they bring it up. High five from across the table.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But with that all out of the way, does anybody else have anything they want to add to what was an amazing weekend?
I can't wait to do it again next year.
Oh yeah, I'm ready for it already.
I'm just happy I still haven't gone to work yet.
Me too.
I've been on
You still haven't
vacation.
gone to work?
No, but he goes back tomorrow.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm thinking I was just saying, hey, no, but
I've been on vacation for
A
it'll
month?
be 17 days tomorrow, which is Monday.
I'm
But
off Tuesday,
when this
so-
video goes out, I will have gone back to work. But as of the
I'll be in the
recording-
middle of my work week.
Yeah, as of the recording, I have not.
Hey, me too.
Yeah.
But, Zach, did you have anything that you wanted to add in?
I no.
No, I got nothing.
We got one of the big 4 pay-per-views coming up next Sunday, WWE Summerslam.
Yeah, boy.
Coming up, and we're going to do a little bit of predictions on...
I've got the card pulled up too.
Sweet. I've got it pulled up too.
Okay, fair enough.
So we'll go around the table and give our predictions and maybe some analysis on each match, winner, and maybe storyline that's going on or whatnot. So we'll start with a kickoff show. So there's 12 matches currently planned now.
Oh shit.
Raw and SmackDown may add another match or add to another match.
Well, yeah, because they still have Raw and SmackDown this coming week.
The
They
Go
don't
Home
have-
shows.
They don't have a Raw Tag Team title match, I think, for this.
Yeah, they do.
No, I think the Raw Tag Team title is on Monday night.
It is. It's not on the pay-per-view.
It's not on the pay-per-view as of yet.
My head hurts.
They have 12 matches.
They don't want to have that.
They don't care about the tag team division, apparently.
Yeah. Except they had the SmackDown one on there for
Yeah.
whatever reason, even though that's probably the worst of the
So, the pre-show match, well, kickoff, is...
Which one? Because I'm pretty sure
There's
there's a
two of them.
2-hour kickoff.
two. There's at least 2
It says
matches.
there's one right here. So,
Oh my
One
god.
might get bounced though.
you might get another one.
Yeah.
Again, they're going to have, this is going to be like, what, a 5-hour pay-per-view?
Yep.
I think it's 5 to midnight.
Yeah, they've got some time.
Yep.
So, up first, it's Rusev and Lana versus Andrade Cien Almas and Zelina Vega kickoff match. Colin, who's winning and why?
First off, I just love the fact that Zelina Vega is wrestling. It's just wonderful. Their matches are kind of not very good.
Gorgeous
but
woman.
She, I like the storyline, how it's been. I still think that it'll be, I think that Rusev and Lana are going to put over Zelina and Andrade. Oops, messaging me. Oh, okay. Yeah, Andrade. No, somebody asked me if I'd give him a reference, so. Anyway, yeah, Zelina and Andrade.
Steven.
I think it's gonna be Cien Ellis and Zelina Vega with interference from.
In English.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too.
I know they've been kind of going through a feud on SmackDown. What little bits I've been catching, and I think it'll lead into Rusev versus
Aiden.
English. Thank you.
I'm in the same boat as Steven. I think Andrade's going to wind up beating them again with a distraction from Aiden.
A whoopsie from Aiden, I guess.
Yeah, whoopsie, there you go.
That's how it's been.
I'm going to agree. I think that's going to happen. But I do think what will happen is Aiden's interference will be causing Lana to get the pin.
Oh, yeah.
I think Zelina's going to pin Lana. I don't think Rusev gets pinned in this.
No. Lana's disposable.
The other thing is, don't get me wrong, I love Andrade Cien Ellis. I think he's one of the best talents on the roster.
He did a really good job against AJ Styles.
The dude can work. I mean, he had probably match of the year against Gargano, and they just tore the damn roof off the place. It was probably one of the best matches I've seen in quite some time. So everybody unanimously is going with Andrade Cien Ellis and Zelina Vega.
But he just didn't say the interference.
Yeah, I mean I feel like that's kind of
Given,
yeah. I think Andrade though would not be as big if it weren't for Zelina Vega. I think she's the reason he's even relevant. No offense to him, he's a good worker, but sometimes you need that
eye candy.
The eye candy to get you over.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan versus the most must-see person on SmackDown, The Miz.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to this match. I think this is going to be the best match on the card.
This could very well be the best match on the card.
Yes.
Not of the weekend, but because Tommaso and
Gargano
are going to probably put on another clinic.
Right, but it's NXT, and
there's a
we're
drop.
talking about the main show. So,
before the pay-per-view.
well, you guys are on that
Why not?
because I'll be working.
You work Sunday?
Sunday.
No, and,
Wait,
yeah,
we're not going to have time because of the draft.
Yeah,
The draft will be done by like 3.
and then
Unless we're going to skip a couple. I mean, there's one match I definitely want to see.
Yeah.
we only need to really.
I'm sorry. I want to see Adam Cole and Ricochet.
Oh yeah.
Adam Cole, baby!
The only other match I would even want to see is if Nikki Cross is in a match. But I don't know if she's not.
Corey Zane's in it.
So I don't. Even
Bryan
know
and
that.
Miz, what say you, Colin?
Like I said, I really, really, really cannot wait to see this match. I think it's fantastic. It's 4 or 5 years in the making. It's hard to say because I feel like Daniel Bryan's gonna win, but there's also the possibility that he leaves for New Japan, and if he leaves for New Japan, then they might give it to Miz because they don't want to put over somebody that's not going to be on the roster in a month. But I'm going to assume that he stays with WWE, so I'm going to have Daniel Bryan win it.
Steven?
I am going to say the Miz is going to win. And I think it will extend into Survivor Series.
I'm assuming he's going to win in a dirty way.
Yes.
Oh, I think this goes past.
But I mean, I'm saying I think this program is going to last until,
Survivor Series.
if not Mania.
This
That's
is a
where I was
Mania.
gonna-
This is a Mania caliber match.
I think
I think this is to see what they can do
spoiler.
the first time together.
Slight spoiler, maybe, I don't know, possibly, could be. Sounded like the Flakegate report. Miz is supposed to be the one that takes the belt off of AJ.
No.
That is not.
Yeah, that's not.
But it makes sense. if
Miz
you
is
stay in
probably the
line.
most over person on SmackDown.
Not just.
Heel.
Heel. He's not the most over person. I'd say AJ and Daniel Bryan are more over. than him.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's fair.
Shinsuke even being healed, he's over more. I feel.
Yeah, but his character's kind of meh as a heel.
And,
So
It
you're
could
gonna
be funny.
you're gonna take Miz.
I'm with Colin. I think I want to see Daniel Bryan win because I don't really like the Miz. I've never liked the Miz ever. I want to see Daniel Bryan get payback, especially after the Tough Enough thing, where they're all trying to get in, or was it NXT then, or was it Tough Enough?
It was
It was
NXT.
tough.
No.
Was it Tough Enough?
I
It
think-
was when Daniel Bryan was underneath the tutelage of the
Yeah,
Miz.
and I couldn't stand. My thing is, if you're gonna teach somebody to wrestle, you don't go around slapping them in the face. And I want to see Daniel Bryan beat the shit out of the Miz.
Yes.
Yes, Steve.
You can't teach somebody to wrestle who was already proclaimed to be the best wrestler in the world.
Oh,
No. He was literally proclaimed to be the best wrestler in the world.
he very much is. I'm not saying he's not.
You can't really argue that. He's fantastic.
So you're gonna take Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I'm take Daniel.
I'm gonna take Miz. And I think the payoff to this is eventually going to be a title match between these two again on a much larger scale. But I think to further the seeds, I think Miz is going to go over by some type of interference, maybe Maurice.
It's possible. Because she's already long since had the baby, so she's been on the show. So she has been on SmackDown recently.
I think
Last
Miz
week.
gets some type of dirty heelish win over Daniel Bryan. Nefarious means.
Right.
I'm gonna pick Miz. So we got you and I picked Miz, and then you two took Daniel Bryan.
Right.
Up next is the rubber match. It is Finn Balor versus Constable Baron Corbin.
You really cared?
Finn Balor.
Balor.
I'm not going to
Balor.
argument. I'm not
I-
going to
I'm sorry.
This match
I've
doesn't
seen
mean
this
anything.
match twice. I don't care anymore.
Yeah, this match.
Unless the demon's coming back, I don't care.
It is SummerSlam.
I can see it.
That's what I'm saying. Unless the demon's coming back, I don't care.
I could see him. I could see Baron Corbin pissing him off enough on Monday that he would bring out the demon.
This will either be the one that opens the show, or this is going to be something we get before the main event, like some type of palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Which is going to be irrelevant because we know the main event's going to be Roman versus Brock, and the
Oh,
match.
calm down. I'm getting to the first part of this. Now just hold your horses.
Because we know I'm going to bitch about that.
Up next is Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens. Now,
Yeah.
the stipulation is if Strowman loses, no matter the outcome of the loss, if Strowman gets DQ'd, counted out, Strowman forfeits the Money in the Bank contract to Kevin Owens. Colin, I want you to go last with this one.
Okay. Fair enough.
I'm going to say Kevin Owens gets the Money in the Bank and beats Braun Strowman. I don't know how they're gonna get to this point. And they might do like some type of Eddie trickery, like where the belt's in the ring and like Owens feigns being
You mean
or the briefcase being struck with the briefcase. I do think Kevin Owens gets Money in the Bank on SummerSlam. Now, whether he cashes in or not, we'll get to that later. But my pick is Kevin Owens. Zach?
I'm gonna steal some of Colin's thunder.
Oh, why? It's funny when I have fun.
But I don't see any way that Kevin Owens doesn't lose, and they're gonna screw and dick over Braun again. And I don't care. He's probably the most over on Raw. Every time he comes out, everybody's fucking going nuts. But yeah, I agree. I think Kevin Owens wins nefariously.
I actually disagree with you. I don't think Braun Strowman is the most over. He's the second most over. Ronda Rousey's the most over.
But she's not a full-time wrestler.
She's wrestled more than Brock Lesnar has.
They both wrestled one time live on Raw. whooped his shit.
Actually, I don't think Brock's wrestled on Raw at all this year.
Yes, yeah, he has.
No?
He's been on Raw
He's only
twice.
had-
Not
Wrestle.
To wrestle.
He's made appearances on Raw. He's not wrestled. He's only had like 2 matches all year. No, 3. No, I'm sorry, 2. He's had, I think he wrestled at Royal Rumble and
Yeah,
then,
that's where he's
WrestleMania.
and then WrestleMania. Oh, and then he did the
Greatest Royal
Greatest
Rumble.
Royal Rumble. Yeah, so he's been on there I think 3 times. Then.
Steven?
I think that Kevin Owens will win. But I don't think he gets the Money in the Bank briefcase. I think this could go one of 2 ways. Either Braun Strowman drops the Money in the Bank briefcase and he wins the Royal Rumble as the trade-off, or he keeps the Money in the Bank briefcase but Kevin Owens wins by DQ. Or Braun Strowman wins by DQ.
So you're saying Braun Strowman wins?
By disqualification. Or by countout or something. I don't think Braun Strowman beats him straight up.
Ooh.
Because Braun has had so much momentum going into this, and WWE's been shitting Kevin Owens for so long, that I think that Kevin Owens will lose, but I don't think he will get pinned straight up.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to add?
No.
Give it a go.
I think Strowman keeps it, but I think it's going to be under either a double DQ or a double countout.
If he gets double DQ'd, he loses.
Yeah.
Not if they both.
If Braun Strowman loses this match in any fashion,
That's not a loss though. It's a
Yes.
tie.
Yeah, he's got a
are you
point.
talking about the match gets thrown out?
Basically, they both get counted out. He can't lose if Kevin Owens also loses.
Fair.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. That's the only way to keep it the way it is. Strowman is. I'm worried about this match because they're trying so fucking hard to get Roman no talent Reigns over that they're willing to get rid of their most over wrestler and shit on him to make it happen. And what I mean by that is if Kevin Owens does win and gets the Money in the Bank briefcase, and if he does, I might throw something at your TV. So I apologize. I have the money to replace it. With a
It's my
reference.
TV.
We're over here.
No, it's my TV,
Why?
because we're going to be at my house watching it.
Never mind. Then I won't be throwing something at the TV. You've got a piece of shit TV. I can afford a better one. He's got a really good one. I can't afford to replace it.
Ouch, man. I like your TV, buddy.
Thank you, Zach. You'll be getting a Christmas gift this year.
That's okay.
Oh, wait a
I've got plenty.
I'm not saying about you.
Okay. But anyway, my point is that I believe if Braun loses, that what they're going to do is have Kevin cash in on Roman
And lose.
and lose. Because what they could...
We'll get there.
No, it makes sense though. Because the way I see it is they're going to have to... They're trying to get Roman over by making Brock seem like he doesn't care about the WWE.
The only problem is they don't care about Roman Reigns.
Exactly. So, if they parade Braun out, the only reason they're parading Braun out at the end of SummerSlam is to save the show, because I guarantee you, if Roman wins that particular match,
Hey, we discussed this on the car ride to Moe's earlier.
right? If Roman wins that particular match,
Steven didn't get Moe's earlier.
the three of us did. But if he wins, then everybody is going to be chanting for Braun to come out and save the fucking show and cash in his briefcase, because nobody wants Roman Reigns to have the fucking title. At least no intelligent person wants Roman Reigns to have the title.
Well, evidently Vince.
If Kevin Owens wins the Money in the Bank briefcase, I think WWE's opinion is that they're going to be less likely to be chanting for Kevin Owens to come out and save the show, and that they'll be happy that Roman Reigns has won the title. So, I would say Braun should win it. So I'm going to say Braun wins it. Just
Okay.
I'm being hopeful.
What will be a great match, but will probably be used. I can see this going to the pre-show. Cedric Alexander defending the Cruiserweight Championship versus Drew Gulak.
It will be on the pre-show.
I'm going to say that Gulak wins the Cruiserweight Championship.
Zach.
Zach.
I could give two shits less. I don't really care.
Yay! He agrees with me.
Steven? He's hoping for a draw.
Cedric Alexander.
Okay.
I like Cedric.
I don't know who these two left. I don't watch
You're a
205
fan
Live.
of
Pick one.
I'm not going to
Gulak?
There you go.
I don't know.
Smart pick.
I don't watch 205 Live.
Alright, next. Bludgeon Brothers Tag Team Champions versus the New Day for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. I'm going to say the Bludgeon Brothers win, and this will start the implosion of the New Day. I think the New Day splits up at SummerSlam.
I feel like every time the New Day are in a title opportunity, they're going to lose and they're going to blow. Because I think this is about the fourth time he said this in a preview.
I've got this in a pick with Mike. I need this to happen. There's no time like SummerSlam, alright? They can spend the rest of the year building the fucking blow up.
He said this after WrestleMania too,
Yeah.
and I think during their Extreme Rules match, and
At some point, it's like Max Kellerman when
Yeah,
he's talking about Brady falling off a cliff. At some point when I say this, it's going to happen. Like, see, I told you.
Max Kellerman's not wrong. It's going to happen. But when it's going to happen is to be determined.
Right.
Anyway, fuck Kellerman. I'm saying Bludgeon Brothers. New Day's gonna split. Zach?
I'm going to do it the opposite way. I think the New Day wins.
The Bludgeon Brothers split?
No. They will go in because what the New Day's fighting for is they're fighting for their 6th reign, and no trio.
No, it's 6.
It's 6.
Because they say it's 4-time champs.
No, it's
So it's 5.
Four.
5.
4.
5.
4.
It's a fucking number. Keep going.
Well, whatever. I mean, so they'll get as the most tag team wins out of a threesome.
Phrasing.
Thank you.
Phrasing.
Phrasing.
But anyway, I think that's what's going to wind up happening, and then the Bludgeon Brothers will get it back on their rematch clause, and I think that's when the implosion starts for the New Day. I think it's going to be by some crook way, but that's going to start the implosion of the New Day.
Steven?
I still say. I say Bludgeon Brothers win.
Colin?
Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah.
I think I like the New Day, but I think they're just kind of a
5. Suck it.
Bitch,
back it up. come
fuck
on.
you.
2-time Raw Tag Champions, 2-time SmackDown, and 1-time.
Contendership tournament. That's not the same
Oh,
fucking
fuck
thing.
off.
4, bitch. Suck it.
Alright, up next is a match that will very likely change on SmackDown. I'm going to guarantee it changes on SmackDown. It is Shinsuke Nakamura, champion for the United States Championship, versus Jeff Hardy.
What are they gonna do? Put R-Truth in there?
No, Randy Orton, dumbass.
Well, that might not happen.
Orton's been kicking. Well, wait, yeah, hold on. Orton's in trouble.
Yeah, he's in
with
trouble.
WWE.
It didn't happen.
There's something he said on a podcast that got back.
Whatever.
He may not be in a match. I don't know.
He might not be there, period, anymore.
I highly doubt he's not on the pay-per-view, but I think Shinsuke retains. Contracts coming up. New Japan just sold out Madison Square Garden, and Vince really can't afford to start losing people right now. I think to keep Nakamura happy, or maybe on the path to being happy, he retains the United States Championship.
Do we have to spend a lot of time on this match?
No.
Thank God.
Zach?
I'm the same. Nakamura.
We can do this like we did with the match a couple minutes ago.
Nakamura.
Yeah, I don't see Jeff Hardy being.
Thank you.
Yeah, Nakamura.
Sorry, dude. Like, don't know.
Up next is the Intercontinental Championship. Dolph Ziggler,
I have a complaint about this match.
champion.
What the fuck? Would you just let him say the thing first?
Seth Rollins.
Scott might go silent and not talk for the rest of the episode.
Steven, you can lead this off.
I have so many problems with this match already.
Go ahead.
So, you mean to tell me that these guys get 30 minutes of an Iron Man match. Granted, it was a great Iron Man match, but still, you give him, huh?
Disagree.
They're great workers.
It was,
Shut up.
It was not. No, I'm saying the ending was fucking shit.
I don't care about the ending. I just care about the match in general.
The ending's part of the fucking match.
But you get my point, though. Like, the match itself was great, other than the ending.
Like, yes, I get it, but most people rate it off the ending.
Point is you got these two who went 20-some minutes on Raw, then went 30 minutes on the pay-per-view, and now you're going to give them a title match again, just normal match. No sense whatsoever. Please, someone tell me how this makes sense. You know, you could have done a better job if you would have put, like, Drew McIntyre in there and Roman Reigns and made a fatal four-way to give it some sort of interest.
Well, then who would
I don't care. Bobby
who would lead the
Lashley is all I care.
Who would lead the crusade against Brock Lesnar?
James Ellsworth for all I care.
Oh,
I don't care.
You know what? He beat AJ Styles. I can see him beat Brock Lesnar.
Exactly. See, works out perfectly. Anyway, if you truly want... Okay, you want my opinion now?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Don't stop now.
Alright, I'm just going to say screw it. Seth Rollins gets it back.
I'm gonna go with Ziggles. I think Ziggler gets it.
Can I go?
Yes.
No,
Scott, then you.
If Ziggler loses, I think he goes to New Japan. I think he leaves. I think it's over. If they're gonna keep him, I'm gonna go with Ziggler because I think Vince can't afford to lose Dolph.
I'm at the point where there's several title matches that if certain people don't hold on to their titles, they won't be in WWE anymore. At least 3.
I'm going to agree with exactly what he said. I think Ziggler does win.
Yep.
This is an appeasement championship. This is
Is he at 6 or 7?
It doesn't matter. This is like, please don't go to New Japan right now. Like, we can't afford to start losing people.
Do you want to argue about that? Because I'll win that too.
No, I don't.
So we're all, except for Steven, who's going with Seth Rollins. We all said Dolph. You're gonna go last on this.
I know what this one is.
Wait, can I have like one more thing
Yes.
to that last match?
Yes.
So apparently, like, everybody's been comparing like Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre to the new like Diesel and Shawn Michaels. So does that mean Drew McIntyre is gonna get the WWE title soon?
I hope.
God, let's hope.
I can.
I'm just
As long as
saying.
it's not Roman
Just
Reigns,
throwing it out
I'm sure
there.
it is.
Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Honestly, the 2 people that are in the Universal Title Championship, I don't want either one of them to win the championship.
All right.
Honest with you.
So I just want to throw that one tidbit
So
in there.
You're good.
The SmackDown Women's
I
Championship.
can see it too.
We have Carmella, the champion, versus Becky Lynch versus the returning Charlotte Flair.
I'll get it over with first.
Okay.
I think Carmella retains. And I'm gonna, before I go any further, if Becky Lynch does not win that title, I'm not watching the women anymore. I don't. They are gonna fuck her again, like they fucked Asuka and everybody else. Well, yeah. I'm done. Like, I don't know what else Becky has to prove to win a championship. I agree with Colin. If you're not blonde and have big boobs, you aren't going to win a women's championship.
I cannot win. I cannot. Whenever I have a good argument, Zach steals my fucking argument before I can say my fucking argument. This is horse shit. I should have gone first.
But in all honesty, I think Carmella's going to wind up retaining, and Charlotte will win at Royal Rumble to take on Ronda.
I'm going to say Becky Lynch wins the championship.
You'll know because I'll be crying.
I don't think they could put the title on Charlotte right now because I do believe that she is on a collision course with Ronda Rousey for WrestleMania. Now, both of them can't be champion unless they're going to unify the titles,
That's not gonna.
which I don't think is going to happen.
That'd be stupid.
And I think Charlotte is going to not be champion because it makes more sense to have Ronda be champion because I think in the end Charlotte's going to beat Ronda. That being said, I think Becky is going to probably pin Carmella to get the belt.
I don't think she does it. I think she submits her.
Or submits or what have you, but I think Becky Lynch walks out as champion. Steven?
I'm going to agree with Scott for a different reason. I still say Becky Lynch wins the title, and the reason why I say that is I believe that they want I believe WWE wants an original women's champion because she was the first SmackDown champion going into October
Evolution.
for the Evolution pay-per-view.
Yeah.
And I think that at that pay-per-view, it will be Charlotte and Becky for the women's title.
I could see that.
But I can also see it going the other way where Charlotte wins and that turns Becky heel.
My issue is with that, with the October women's pay-per-view. If you do not do Charlotte Trish, this is a waste of time.
I agree.
That is the money match. That is the best match you can give right now. That is the dream match. That is the thing that a lot of people have talked about and wanted to see, is having those two ladies fight. So Colin, it's come back to you. The floor is yours. Have at it.
If there is a God in heaven, it will be Becky Lynch. However, Vince McMahon snubs his nose at God, so I don't think Becky wins. I think Carmella wins. I think I stop watching WWE for the rest of my life. I can guarantee you, if Becky Lynch does not win, I'm not watching the rest of SummerSlam. So if Becky Lynch doesn't win, they better put it on right after right before the Roman Reigns fight, because we know that's going to be the last match. That way I don't have to waste my time with the rest of the fucking night. I threatened to go home at one point, but I think I'm going to go ahead and pause on that.
It's gonna be good food.
Your company too, asshole.
Yeah, but do you really want to put up with somebody who's going to be literally... I don't really take WWE too seriously most of the time. I try to, because I know it's obviously planned out ahead of time, but planned out or not, Becky Lynch should have had the title already more than once. The fact that Naomi, one of the most talentless human beings in the ring, right, besides Lana, and obviously some others, but Becky Lynch compared to Naomi, Becky Lynch is 10 times better, and Naomi has more titles than Becky Lynch
This argument.
is asinine to me.
Well, but the same thing with Bayley too. I think she's a whole lot better, but they're not gonna do her those. Those two are in the doghouse, and so is Sasha. We all know that.
Yeah, but Becky's not in the doghouse for anything she did. It's for something that's against her control, because some people don't understand talent, and they overlook talent for things such as accents and the fact that they don't have blonde hair,
Or big boobs.
which is freaking ridiculous.
Well, okay, we understand that you think Carmella's going to win and Becky's going to get snubbed. So before something gets said that we're going to have to redo everything, we're going to move on to two blondes with kind of big boobs. So, Alexa Bliss, the Raw Women's Champion versus Rowdy Ronda Rousey.
Can we just go through this real fast?
For the
Wait,
Raw Women's Championship.
I didn't think Ronda was blonde. I thought she was brunette, but
She is.
thank you.
She's kind of blondish.
Yeah, she's more brunette.
Like a dirty blonde.
She's brunette. Come on. Get your shit together.
I'm gonna start off. Ronda wins.
You already went first at one point.
I don't care. I'm going.
No, I'm saying to Steven, because he got pissy about it.
Steven, you can go second. What do you got?
He's not talking.
Yes. No. I'm gonna say Alexa Bliss by disqualification.
Ronda Rousey.
I was going to ask why you thought she was going to
When you paused for a long time and didn't say anything, so I figured it was my turn.
No, that's fine. I think. I just think like Alexa's gonna like just get fed up and take the belt, or like Natty's gonna cause a distraction or something.
Well, Natty's on Ronda's side.
Again, but Natty can still cause a distraction
Oh,
unintentionally.
What I think happens, Ronda wins. Post-match, Natalya turns on her.
It's fair.
I think now is the time you pull the trigger for Ronda to get the title reign going, build up the streak as champion. Ronda and Charlotte are on a collision course for WrestleMania. This match is happening unless some lady gets hurt. These two are meeting at WrestleMania.
Well, all I can say is prepare not to have another title on Raw.
Oh God.
So.
Yeah, but Ronda's
that
gonna show up more than
means
Brock.
Charlotte wins the Rumble.
I don't see why not.
She would have to get a shot at Ronda.
Yeah.
Or they do a trade. That's not out of the
That's true.
realm. So did you give your pick,
Wrong.
Ronda? So we're all, well, you said Alexa.
That's how it was.
Up next is a match that I think will be extremely good if given the time and the effort. Champion AJ Styles versus Samoa Joe for the WWE Championship. I think Styles wins. I would love Samoa Joe to be champion. It would make my day. I love me some Samoa Joe. I don't think he's losing to Styles. Or winning against Styles. Zach?
I agree. I think it's going to be AJ retains. I just think AJ is way too over, and he's coming up on Punk territory with the belt, and I think he's going to be the one that breaks it, and he'll break it, and then
Lesnar already.
Nobody counts that
well, nobody counts Lesnar really.
because he actually hasn't held on. Brock hasn't held on to the title. He kidnapped it and ran away with it, and nobody's seen it for freaking 3. It's on a fucking milk carton somewhere.
Well, I'll tell you what. You go hunt the title off Brock Lesnar, and you go tell him he has to hand the belt over.
No, I'll tell Braun Strowman to do it. He seems more motivated than I do.
But yeah, I just don't see it with Joe, with the problems of him getting hurt all the time. I think that's one of the big reasons they're going to keep it off of him.
Squeak.
You know who he wants to win.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not going to change.
I think Styles wins, but I think it's by disqualification.
What's with you and everything being
Maybe
disqualified?
DQs are happening
Dude,
Sunday.
Jesus.
I feel like the Styles Joe one is going to be a program. It's
This
not
isn't-
just going to be a one-off.
This isn't fucking Extreme Rules.
No, but like I think the Joe Styles one is going to be a program. It's not going to be a one-off.
Steven, I am so afraid for this to become a program because of the way they handled the last quality opponent.
Program.
Shinsuke.
Yeah.
For Joe's sake, I hope it's a one-off. You know what? Just because who knows? He might get like the fucking testicular claw for a new finisher, and he's gonna change his name to the fucking Diddler, and then that's the end of Samoa Joe, the Samoan Diddler. He's gonna go around with him and Shinsuke, and they're just gonna go fondling genitals, and that's the new tag team.
Can't believe you
I'm still going
I can't believe you used Diddler on the fucking podcast. You cannot fucking say it. I guess you can, but it seems so wildly inappropriate. I think AJ Styles retains over the Samoan Diddler, so listen. Nobody, like I said, nobody recognizes Brock Lesnar's title reign as beating CM Punk's because CM Punk actually defended his fucking title instead of fucking held it hostage. AJ Styles has done the same. Side note, CM Punk's title was actually the WWE Championship, which is the same one AJ Styles has. As far as I'm concerned, yay, Brock Lesnar's held the Universal title longer than anybody, but that's still not relevant to the WWE title. So I think AJ holds it until the 434 days or whatever it is.
434 days.
Yeah.
Styles is either gonna drop it at Survivor Series or he drops it at Mania. It's gonna be, he's gonna have a run. It's gonna be a good run.
But as far as people who could have the title for that long of a period, AJ Styles is one of the top
No, I'm
3
not
I'd pick.
disagreeing that Styles isn't world-class athlete, world champion material, because that would be foolish.
Yeah.
I'm just saying at some point, it's going to probably be Mania or Survivor Series. They're not going to have him drop it at a B pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Not saying SummerSlam is a B pay-per-view by
No.
any stretch of the imagination. One of my favorite pay-per-views of all time.
Yeah.
Look forward to it every year. That's why I want the card to be good.
They're going to want to get it over the 434 before they drop it.
Yeah. They're gonna twist the knife a little bit more into Punk, and then they're going to take the belt off.
Yeah.
So up next is the match that we've all been looking forward to because it's never happened at all ever in this universe or any other. It's first time meeting. It is going to be. It's going to be finally after years of anticipation. I built this up more than the WWE has. Roman Reigns the big dog versus the beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, for the WWE Universal Championship. Champion Brock. Up-and-comer, never had a title shot, Roman Reigns. First ever, last ever.
I'm waiting for that fucking lightning bolt.
It's going to be a 5-star classic.
Scott.
That's adorable.
Scott.
No
Are you
man
trying to get a
touches
shot?
this.
Scott. Shut
This
up.
will be better than Taker, Sean. This will be,
How fucking dare
this will be
you?
better than Kenny and Okada. This will
Wow.
be better than Gargano and Andrade Cien. This will be the greatest title fight of all time. And God, we're so lucky to have this. It's going to end with Brock Lesnar winning the damn title. Or keeping the title.
First off, the beach balls in the audience are going to be more entertaining than this fucking match, as they always are.
Are you done? Wait, hang on. Are you done?
He said Lesnar won.
Yeah.
Yeah, but knowing him, he'll continue going on and on. And
Well,
on.
he just actually,
Okay.
he made me excited to watch the worst match on the fucking card.
This is
So.
going to be the best. I don't know what you're talking about. This is.
I'm not even going to watch the fucking
This
match.
is better than Brett Sean.
I'm hoping it's the last match.
I don't know about that, buddy.
I'm only wanting to watch this match just to see how many fans don't give a fuck about this match.
You don't want to watch Roman's perfect technical prowess?
I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him jerk off his hand and Superman punch people for the work. God, we talk about this every fucking podcast that we have a WWE discussion, and every single fucking podcast it's. I fucking hate Roman Reigns. Why? Just retire. Nobody likes you. Go away. Go the fuck away, Roman.
Vince
Please.
does.
Christ. Nobody likes you.
Again,
Seriously.
Vince does.
Brock wins. F5.
God,
End
I
of story.
really hate this fucking match.
Well,
Roman wins, and either you kept starting and stopping, and then you let me go. So
you didn't. I never let you. You did what Lesnar did with the belt. Took it and ran away.
well, you know what?
I just had one little tiny thing to add on to this.
Go.
There's going to be an attempt for a cash-in. Owens is going to come out. Braun's going to come fucking chase him off. No cash-in. They're going to tease it. Lesnar is walking out of SummerSlam World Champion. And he's going to probably hold it until WrestleMania, where we'll get the second ever encounter of the greatest match of all time. And we should feel thrilled. This will be better than Rock Cena. This will be better
Well,
than
I mean that's not very much to be.
Austin Rock, Michaels Austin. There will be nothing that can stand on this plateau with Roman, Emperor of all, Dominator of everything, Grand Poobah of professional wrestling, our savior. the
We're over
big
an
dog.
hour. Shut up.
Shut up!
God. I'm gonna get a squirt bottle when you go to.
I don't want to
Yeah,
see this
little
fucking
cat
shit, alright?
Nobody fucking does. You know who wants to? Vince, his cronies, and a bunch of 10-year-olds. That's all who want to fucking see it. Anybody that's actually fucking. Oh my god, this makes. It makes me angrier than the Becky Lynch fucking matchup. Roman's gonna win.
Does it make it feel better that this is going to go longer than the Becky Lynch match?
I don't know, actually. No, I don't think this will go longer. I think the Becky match will go like 15. I think this will go 10.
Over or under 5 F5s?
Over. They've got to make Roman look strong.
Over.
Over.
Yeah, I think it'll be like 6 or 7. There'll be probably 3 or 4 different spears, a couple of. I'm gonna go with at least 7 hand jerks, which are the code word for Superman punch. They're gonna top 10 German suplexes, but those are the only 4 moves those two know, and then maybe a drive-by because apparently we do that again.
Because apparently we do that again.
Look, Roman's gonna win, and he's gonna get booed out of the building. And well, I don't think he's gonna get booed out of the building because I don't think anybody's gonna be watching.
He's going to win an empty arena.
Yeah, he's gonna win. I mean, they're gonna be cheering on the beach balls more than they're gonna be cheering on this match. That's the only way. The only way to save this fucking match and to save this ending is either A, not have this be the last match, which we know it's gonna be the last fucking match, so it's irrelevant. But either A, not have this be the last match, or B, have Braun Strowman cash in and win.
Steven?
Are you done?
God, I hate Roman Reigns. No,
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to say that Roman Reigns is going to win, finally. And I think he's going to do it by Paul Heyman turning on Lesnar.
You could see it.
I mean, they've already teased it.
They've already teased it. I'm not 100% sure if it'll happen or not. But I think this will be the one way to where Vince gets these smart marks off his ass about Roman Reigns.
Nope. He'll never do it. He'll never do it because we're smart. That's the whole point.
You know, I could see Heyman screwing him on the cash in. If it was like Braun.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I could see a Heyman screw job in this. That's a very good point.
I mean, like I said, they already teased it. They teased it on Raw 2 weeks ago, and then last week
When
they kind
Lesnar
of
turned on.
yeah, and like crushed his face.
He fucking brings out Bill Goldberg. I'm gonna teach this motherfucker to touch me.
I will celebrate.
Brings out the Diddler Joe and comes out just.
Not him. Not him.
Zach, who's winning and why?
I bet Lesnar retains.
That's right.
Fucking
Vince is gonna see that the fact that Lesnar's gonna fight at UFC, that he's gonna have both belts, try to bring it popularity. Well, fuck, you can't give it popularity when it's never fucking on the goddamn show. That title is the most worthless piece of shit in the WWE. You might as well say the Intercontinental title on Raw is the new goddamn WWE or Universal fucking Championship.
No, because then Brock will run away with that one too. Then we won't have any titles.
Well, but that's the thing. That title means fucking nothing.
It doesn't.
And then you're gonna try to take it to UFC and say, "Oh, well, I'm a WWE Universal Champion." The fucking belt means nothing.
Well, Brock's not gonna win in UFC anyways.
Oh no,
Alright.
Cormier's gonna whoop that ass.
So, that was our SummerSlam predictions, our Gen Con wrap up. It feels good to be back doing this again. We took a week off.
Gotta hate Roman Reigns.
But for everybody here at the Four Corners Podcast, I'm Scott.
I'm Zach.
I'm Steven.
I'm Cohen. And we hate Roman Reigns.
Hello!
We'll see you guys next week.
Next week.
We'll see you guys next week.